information also because they need some people within the community. So in Atawalanoma, but they did not come in their um, full uniforms and stuff like that. So it's
Mm.
like they still continue to respect those beliefs. Yeah, understanding, but that does not stop them from coming in. So they came, receiving alkaloning community members only dia mosoto and information of an before kata the the other village niji so all fanan ye the remaining people mil be wulo kono so ko all fanan binta wulo kono ila wulo kono ye mol min taraji about 26 of them ye all fanan ta ye dila pour ye fintin de state kono yeah.
So, Mr. Mane, yenying kumembe fajang is interesting, but also aketa nyafanoti jamale men manjinak la ko faham. So itela crossroad bi ite amira ko nying tongo membe je fo tongo lem fon sa fon wana fo tongo lem ban tanko bunda mo la dungo la karola sate kono. Nyin temben na ite waylo ko je nyaadi le yaje ko abe sate o tanka kana ba ma ko kan bang fo abe bandiol ni nyin criminal le tanka kan ke ma ko. And for is there a way that sate o se menkeno komen ka foko okay ngani kuota nga abondi follow nga mbatu fo ni nyim problème o bande saje tanko bol sinano e do ko keno je nyanta menkele sate o mol mako fo se keno le bang and all of that. What is your take on that?
Yeah, so Jinak Benyamin, kesano to mo always ning kuwa kata Jinak, sate community member, let's say Youth Soul or VDC, always they take the lead role, even if somebody commits something, a crime. The moment the alcalo give the green light for you have to get this guy alias Samba, then the VDC will do that, no matter who the person is. So it's like the Sateka community policing kenol. So wala rin na kuse ko la nya yan ding ginak ning sate mul pareta bondola ika bondela. So akamdale nyino kata nyaming you have ila sate dingwele involved. So wala rin na amantaria. Yeah, understand. But eventually the mul pareta it happened. So the same thing like ginak mang let's say ginak mang police presence need. This is the thing. Right now, if you want to, let's say, get police presence in Jinak, you are going to create more problem because there will be resistance in the
Why?
sense that
Mnebo no.
in this in the sense that people will see ko ibela ila traditions ila culture ibole insult ka. You
Mm.
understand? So not for any other thing, but the moment you will try. And secondly, you will get resistance because the fact of the matter is you neglected these people for 60 years or 60 plus years since independence. You understand? The government are telling in project like a Jinack, or this is what we have done for the people of Jinack. You understand? So Nina, and then you want to police them in that sense. They okay. So uh, one, you have no interest. You are never interested in our welfare.
Mm-hmm.
So why are you why now? Yeah, yes. Acha, carry on. So
Mm-hmm.
it will be like why now? You understand? Because mulba ibadal okay. Man sande na mandela time also. There different many delegations left home to go and meet the government, talk to them about how Baben na fankaso ben na bada do makanyami ko ben na farol tinya kanyami. Well, even if some of those delegations to meet the vice president, you understand, and OC fal fanan during the time of ya Jammeh. You understand?
Mm.
So naturally, when you neglect people, they naturally become opposition to you. They have those kind of resentment towards you because they felt neglected. You understand? On the contrary, when you contrast, tell me the Gambian part, with
Mhm.
the ones on the Senegalese part. The Senegalese people, they provided pipe-borne water for their people. And yeah, wala pipe over Tanandam. It's very far inside. You understand? Ye mankul fara ye pipe la jiol bakono for aduntela state. They provide them with electricity. They provide them with hospital. Yeah, yeah. So nina da give even support. Sometimes ila fisa menol ila molming be fisin laji. They provide them with a lot of support ila kankoto ila
Ila
bandi
Masakunda.
mafol. Exactly
Mm.
ila mansakunda. You understand?
Mm.
From Ablaiwad to Makisal, wal ketaji. You understand? So, but the story is different. Near Minjer, right? Along with community members will initiative along with support from the philanthropists. So
Mm.
all about in like if you want to bring something me along with one thing intel na belief system community now they are trying to change that. On top of that, they don't even care about us. So there will be some kind of resentment
Resistance. Okay. But Mr.
resistance.
Mane, fancy ni nka fanang because nka other story memoy about Jinack wole muko nyama dole ka keje ngame ne fongo yo ko fongo male ila kacha kono. How
Yeah.
true is that and how did that come about?
Um, I think nga tarakil.
Bari kusutari na
Yes.
wakakele.
Ha. Tarakil. And Wofanang is born out of it's not because they just want to do it. That is not the thing.
Mhm.
Maybe by trial and error, maybe by trial and error. When people are desperate, they try a lot of things. Maybe through trial and error, somebody tried this thing and it worked. Because one Kenyolam, secondly, near Kolonsing, let's say 2 meters is a geosoto, geonymukot,
Mm.
abimukot. You understand? So at least nyamo ateo resistant new sotole ni alonko it can survive on Jinack soil. So ngamira oyatina people started to embark on it because they
But
have
is it
this
is it true molka memfo koko nyamo ko la fenko mbuka falinje? Is that so?
no fendol ka falinje but for abe iba to nola or whether you will have that resources. You understand?
Mm.
Ila fa fengo min let's say mola fa banano cultivate la jina in the first place ne banano fi ko ibe jio so kala le min banano nyim bonne because ni la kolonyin sing ibe ko tar la jel. You understand? So big challenges that for the people of Jina ko nina issue. So ikaje for example
Mhm.
cocoa is very resistant to cold. So ikaje cocoa kabaluno je because alai resistant means sort of je. So but ni mo ka bala baluo lola cocoa kan. How many years do you have to wait? Jeni ka can harvest cocoa. So
Mm.
that is one thing.
Mm.
So I think that is these are some of
The issues.
the
But
issues.
is
Yeah.
that nying taido menka keje come nying wheat farming nying? Is that part of the chosan issue or just come men for is a means of survival?
It's a means of survival, not an issue of Chosan poor. It's a means of survival.
Mm. Bari come mol ka fo menna ko tanko mol buka dunje woni nyi nyama ko ma nyoso do fenna de.
No, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Means of survival. More yeah, they look. Kolea they need to survive, and whoever brought this thing, they all accepted it like that. So people have to survive.
Yeah, so I don't know, yalo nying back we ko fanang I luso le malagina kang to the extent that hani nyama ko silam fango mol ba ko fokan and all of that. You know, I don't know in hindsight. Um Atol bela fila what kind of support is there that you guys want from the government? Kaji ko de tumando bato al suata de maro menal ma keno al fango e mansakunda sa keno nyinkoro.
Yeah, so Jinack, right now until problemo min bentel kan asiata phone is numerous. First, the Jinack Island phone is under threat. The survival of the island. I can tell you, Jinack Island has lost more than 100 meters of land in less than 2 decades.
Wow.
Because ntenga lojoje mi alonko at that time I think I was in grade 4, grade 5, 6. Mi alonko that lojo nyimbe operate kan. So if operate kan laminto, the distance between ila babe daming and bafang high water mark at that time was quite distant bala binunji. Wo lojo nying ila wo area, whole area nying submerge. Wo bataji I moved Santo Koteke. Ila wo whole campus nying bi wo be bad blato is very far. You understand? So wokola fanan lodge do fanan bije mi alonko around 2009 they were operational. Bi wo fanan half o be duntal. So bi lodge fulol min famo bije ibe operate kan na bicho kan. Wol fanan a good part of ila front side by wo be domal. So it's like every year babe jinak domakane gradually. And we cried about this, but it's like Ndala Kumbo, it always falls on deaf ears. So one thing that the other thing is because of this high sea erosion, another issue create me alonko na faro side bige me alonko from the ozone aka geonyum feed to na fara ulumon. So exactly. So sign tella farol manobuka do kuno because geobe mukolet. That is another problem. Me yalong kwa belaringka. So until na other problem also mindan geo form problem already. So right now, one of the community members I borehole initiate. I borehole sing all the way in Bakindek. So through community effort, ngading sing a pipe la, but it's not as effective. Sometimes jobuka soto. So O is just improvising. So ikaji mol karang wolto kuriye bangkono O eta ni lafta geo mindan geo ko eta ya sambit koro mi wola. So survival sivala bijan O you go to Jinack Bara or Jatako before nkawoleke yeta ekodo jo learning bidon because near saretio e charge $10 every bidon wala $15 we bidon so ni dara bara fana you have to pay $3 for 20 liter bidon fill yeah 20 liter bidon fill so ikaje molko wo jio leta ike form na fam wala sate kon so jio la ko le afanam wo fanam biji. Secondly, ninatan na clinical nyim fanana. Clinical la maintenance baby laring VDC la kam. Ning solar problemo soto solar system VDC la ka maintenance. Ning ambulance problemo soto VDC la ka maintenance. So I major problem in sort of tending. Ambulance it was operational for more than 10 years. So I major breakdown sort of gal contact. They promised to help. Ambulance winning still amantra operate camp is almost 1 year. So right now, ni musikono my problemos role sasato kando bebulo kono. There is no ambulance to take the person. So
Mr. Mane kanyim mem fateng nyimuku kolembale di balunya dimindin bale fanamu. Tumando bato purka kacha kumfa mbe njinin kala menna mo la balu be semberi munela gine kono in terms of survival. But because come ya fo nyame seno wakamta ko ubuka ke no je silang fente fo ko jio men dunda molukam fem buka kati no je fente fo ko jio mol man jani ji minden jio fa man sotono molka muneke molka balu munela molka balu nyaadi ye nyaadi le ila balo be sembere mum fensi falella.
So molla baluwo be sembari min walam balum inata jibe bademo na fish stock fanang is highly depleted right now. Isita bato ye jalo bula ikanyo min sort of any fon la dapa any la family be min domala. So o problem biji aning musol mi yalon ko ika nganyado mu seasonolet short term season no. So na keta ala season o fo because mo be ka ros kata nganya harvest it takes less than 1 month nganya e bang. So ni wo bata je kay mo the only survival is nila mo be banta tubabdu aka dañi ni wol kiyale nan albe survive la wala or you have to depend on the cannabis cultivation. So wala be that is how people survive in Jinack.
That's crazy. But last question, Mr. Mane. If there are nimfen sababeji albesula la menula demaro la karola katabake nyintemben maybe follow waseke kanyim problemo dang ninga tarafango ali jiko sotol ko hani bi problemo nyimbeje la fulan jawni sabanjang sekeno anything tile me alon ko tele miro do sato sulata wala la kabalo soni andi kaje ko de nyim batal ni nyim kole akol mi alon ko iba taki kan woldol se dang.
Yeah, so follow new problem min be kunna mun safo ko alhamdulillah biwo dantal because nina mol communicate tal before ni kana new program wala. They told me ko last bajo nying ye wala clear and ngalo before the police left will fin state police will phone yala sati kono. So safo ko alhamdulillah say wo kay mom coming migrant issue kay right now there is no migrants or would-be migrants milialonko ibe sate konoji. So the other thing is Jinack la main problem right now because dio kumayata kadama dimola balu konon jiko mu kukolembalet and right now na ambulance so fana wo munje sula ku baleti because clinical vigile government italla kanu sul nyin natina ani ikabur supply min keji. So but bring ambulance on ye breakdown so ngafoy but hansa ambulance on ye melori bina sanjo sila. So ofana mu kole aku baleti ni wo says ni wo problem on se solve no science o be kala ni kulete mimbe content na back also fanan coming na bade mo fanan sen semben tu yaje nyami comme Sénégal ka joran di la bade malala e kulngol ni jalol di le milialon ko be the Senegalese part gambe government fanan ajanta nya kidin na le ka wo di marol di molla milialon ko pour ye balwa ita dino la sate be la wati kidin na bari domanding milialon ko de satel kono se wo di marol ni futandi no male ka balu ko sone andi mol bulo kono aning fanang na ba dandawo na island of fond ala survival because it depends on that the rate at which sea erosion ben na ba dandawo takan is one big concern neti until fond emilia longo the siringi. Yeah.
Abaraka bake Mr. Mane ngeja nge tentu tumando bato mo jamal be la moy lola tumando bato man sakunda do kulal fana be la moy lola hani ani kunkilinal fana men yalon ko e ka mako reke kalo wonyom bunda sifato moli ani sata woli tumando bato wol fana bebe do ko ke kan and then nadia alef jikosoro fana ko tumando bato modol fana so me yanko separe pour kasato nyinta kama ko ngeja yi ngetentu ilala mo kunyi makan ni ngatara mobeje membe la flaka sata woni makoy misal fe boholo to wara joto what are the ways that Mossad will contact no nyame?
Yeah, okay.
So part
So
of the village development committee ning.
yeah, so ning tara mo sulata ka makoy VDC na number sol bije defon la number 3522649 is a number you contact knowledge and maybe later I can share the chairman of another number. I don't have it offhand, so inse of financial knowledge pro natara mo interest or puruka Jinack in cold day ma for
35
3522 649.
649. Okay.
Yeah.
Mu ita fangala number ti kodi.
Yes.
Okay. So afelenting nga selen di screen do pour mole mede alon ke be jibero la andu be pare la pour kasato nyinta ka makoy obviously +220 be la fala jele ni nga tre mari be Gambia e bantala pour ka te nyin Mr. Mane so use for Mane bari ngeje ngetentu ye wato menta ka kafu majang sa foy ko baraka lamoy lalu alin jibe lalu atol mem fanam ben moy kan Gambia radio to album moy kan Vibes FM le 106.1 FM atol mem ben jibe kan dulalto internet do tarinke al nim bitilole mu al nal badi malum falli fadira mbe sarota la jane alama tilo to diala alama be tan kala katanin katatulla wassalam ala baraka